like a motherless child, a long way from home, a long way.
Keep going pretty, boy.
From home, a long way.
Keep going pretty, boy.
Welcome. This is a Boss's Point of View podcast episode. We have 14 right now. This is the Wednesday Wayne's edition where I will be weighing in on any of the hot topics that's going on in the sports world right now. And, of course, we're going to have to get into these finals, you feel me, with the Nuggets first finals. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and cheer on the home crowd, you feel me? Let's stop this music real quick so y'all can hear me real clearly, you know what I'm saying? But my co-host right now, he is having problems. He's in the process of moving right now, so he won't be here to, kind of bounce ideas off and bounce the conversation off. So y'all just gonna have to deal with me for today. But I did get started with all this by myself, so I think I could hold my own right now. You dig? But anyways, man, we gonna go ahead and slide this in right now, real quick. Let me go ahead and just cover everything that we're going to be talking about right now. We're going to make this real short and sweet. Honestly, to be honest, I almost was kind of thrown off a little bit. Like I said, my co-host, one I'm trying out is my co-host right now. He kind of in the process of moving, so his Wi-Fi isn't really set up yet. So, it's we kind of all over the place right now. And I don't know, just me, the biggest thing for me right now is trying to be consistent. You know what I mean? This is my vision, you feel me? And of course, I think that he kind of fits into the vision a little bit, and I can see the growth with it. But I just had to lay down the infrastructure and the foundation of this. And really, what this is kind of just a rough draft podcast. I'm just kind of doing it right now by myself just to get it going. But what I really want to do is I really want to end up making this thing bigger and having like a panel of like 6 people that can kind of talk about everything. You know what I mean? Have one co-host and maybe like 3-4 people. Kind of breaking down everything and really talking about everything. But for today, what we will be talking about on this Wednesday weigh-ins edition of the podcast is we're going to be talking about the NBA Finals and how Miami matches up with Denver. Now, if you don't know, I am from Denver. You did. So don't please don't mind the biasness a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I do. I don't think that Miami can see us. You feel me in the finals? A lot of people are trying to say that it's going to be closer than we think or whatever. Whoop de woo. But it is what it is, man. I don't think Miami belongs here in the finals in the first place. So we're gonna see how that unfolds tomorrow night when Game 1 starts at 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. You feel me? Um, After that, we're gonna talk a little bit about the NBA offseason talks. The coaching changes. The drafts that's gonna happen. Just stuff like that. And then we will be going into a couple of boxing topics. Now, I need somebody. I need somebody that can talk. I wish I had somebody that could talk a little bit about hockey or baseball or UFC because I don't watch none of that stuff. And I will kind of tune in here and there to UFC, but besides that, I don't watch none of that stuff. So if you do, if you or somebody that wants to be a part of this, you know what I'm saying, or just you don't have to just be in here all the time. You feel me? You could just tap in every once in a while. You feel me, and say what you got to say. Update us on anything. You feel me, and it could be that. You feel me? But I am looking for some people that could cover those topics that I don't watch. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let's see. Only Vaughn. So this is my co-host right here. He's one of the ones that's supposed to be here, but he going through some moving situations right now. So he said he could watch UFC. Uh, yeah, that'll be cool. You feel me? I watch it here and there. You know what I mean? But I don't really be following it too much. So aside from that, we will be talking about some of the boxing topics. Claressa Shields, she fights this weekend. She's going to retain her belt. She's going to defend her belt versus some girl named Maricela Cornejo. I have no idea who that is. I looked at her. I looked at her numbers, like her record or whatever, and she's like 16-5 or something. So the GWOAT, GWOAT, greatest woman of all time. You know that she gonna go in there. You know she gonna handle business. You know she gonna flex. You know she gonna put on because she is a motherfucking beast. You dig? Um, Aside from that, Adrian Broner is returning to the ring this weekend, and we're gonna talk about that a little bit. He seems a little bit more focused. I don't want to touch on it too much right now. Teofimo Lopez is fighting Josh Taylor. That's coming up in I think about maybe next weekend. Aside from that, we are going to touch on that Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. fight a little bit, as well as the Stephon Fulton versus Noe Inoue. Now that's going to be a motherfucking match for the ages. You feel me? So we got a lot of stuff, a lot of good boxing matches that's coming on. We've been getting treated really well with these great matchups this year. But while we go ahead and discuss the NBA Finals, let's go ahead and watch some previews just to see what we kind of getting ourselves into. Now, I don't know what the matchups are going to be. Let's see. Vaughn says, let's see if Adrian can make a comeback for real. It's definitely not a comeback. He is probably like 36, 35, 36 years old. So it's not really a comeback. I think he's just kind of trying to get some money in his pockets. But let's go ahead and talk about the Nuggets versus Miami. Now, to be honest, I think the matchups, are kind of lopsided towards Denver. I don't think they have anybody. I don't know who's going to guard Jokic. It's going to be Bam, I guess. Bam is not near the defender as Anthony Davis. The only problems I can see with that matchup is Bam is a little bit more athletic, but he cannot defend Jokic at all. I don't know. Aside from that, Jimmy Butler, I think Aaron Gordon is probably going to be guarding Jimmy Butler. I think Aaron Gordon is a lot bigger than him and does kind of give him some physical. He has physical advantages over him. Now, a lot of people are saying that Miami is shooting lights out this year. I haven't really been watching them, to be honest, just because. I mean, the East. Everybody was saying that the East was gonna win the finals this year, and that the talent is all over there. To be honest, I feel like Miami was playing some frauds this whole year leading up to the finals. They played so first of all, they played in the play-in and they got blown out by like 30, 40 points with Atlanta. See, look, who's going to guard that, bro? Like they don't have nobody that this dude Jokic is a motherfucking problem, you feel me? Um but anyways, I don't know who's gonna guard Murray or they gonna try to put on Murray. They can't put what's the name on there? They can't put Butler on Murray because I mean I guess they can try to do that, but he's kind of too big. You know what I mean? And then who do they got that's gonna guard Michael Porter Jr.? He's gonna be like a foot taller than any of them. But as I was saying, I feel like Miami has been playing some frauds. They lost to the Hawks. They ended up getting the AC. They beat the Bulls. The Bulls are frauds. If you did not get the 4-1-1, the Bulls are frauds. Then they ended up playing the Bucks. The Bucks are okay, but I think Giannis is way too overrated. He does not have a bag like that. And they had Coach Budenholzer. Coach Budenholzer is a terrible coach. Now I know he won a NBA Finals with the Bucks a couple of years back, but I feel like the Bucks is. I feel like they kind of got lucky with that final, and it's not luck because it did take a lot of stuff to get there. And Giannis is definitely a matchup problem for a lot of teams. But if you do not remember, before they won the finals, the year before that, the Miami Heat beat them in the second round, and they did it the same way. They built the wall, and I know he got hurt this year or whatever, and that probably did play a big factor in it. But at the same time, Coach Budenholzer does not know how to use Giannis at all. He does not know how to make plays for him. He does not know how to if the wall is not working. I don't know. It's also Drew Holiday and them, Brook Lopez. Like it's like they're not consistent when it comes to the playoffs. Vaughn talking about another sweep for the Nuggets. Nah, I definitely don't think it'll be a sweep. I think it'll be 5 though. I think it'll be 5. I can't see it going past 6. Maybe 6 though, because I know Miami. They did play the Lakers in the bubble, and they took it to 6. Now Jimmy Butler does got that dog in him, so I don't think they're gonna get swept. But we got that dog named Jokic. You feel me? And Murray's a dog too. But now that I'm looking at this dude, Bam Adebayo, he is pretty athletic. So in the second round, they ended up playing New York. Now, New York isn't really a team that I thought was going to get past the first round in the first place. So that wasn't really that much. That wasn't that impressive. You feel me? Then they just got done playing Boston. Now, I don't know if y'all watched any of that series. I watched some of that series, and they almost choked away a 3-0 lead. So but the thing about Boston is Boston had if I would have much rather played Miami than Boston. So I am happy that we're playing Miami, to be honest. The only thing with Boston was I think the Celtics had the best kind of all around team. You know what I mean? They had the most talent. But the thing about Boston was they had a rookie coach that did not know what he was doing, and they had the two most inconsistent superstars in the NBA. Well, the one that's a superstar is Jason Tatum, and then they had Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown played terrible this entire playoff run. So I don't think. I mean, it's impressive that they're the A seed and they made it this far, but I just feel like they played a lot of frauds in the East. You feel me? The East is not as deep as everybody thinks that they are. So I mean that's that for the East, you know what I'm saying? But if we go back to the West, now a lot of people are saying that Jokic has not played no true centers, and that he's just been able to do what he's wanted to do because he's not being defended by no centers, which I somewhat see and I somewhat agree. But at the same time, we played against the Timberwolves. He was being guarded by 2 7-footers in Cat and Gobert, and he was still dropping 50 points a game. You feel me? Or a 30-point triple double or whatever. Like, I don't understand why y'all are saying that he hasn't. How Damn, that was crazy. Rudy Gobert has won Defensive Player of the Year, what, 2, 3 times in a row? And Jokic was a matchup problem for him. He's just a matchup problem altogether. I don't know why people try to disrespect him so much. You feel me? But they gonna learn. They gonna learn this year. You feel me? Um, Aside from that, who did we play next? We played the Suns. Now the Suns, I think they were some frauds too, so I don't really see too much love, honestly, for them to get those 2 wins that they got against us. I think that they had a lot of help from the refs. This dude KD, old trash ass, he did shoot 20 free throws in uh, 2 games in a row in Phoenix, and I think that definitely helped him because everybody kept on talking about, oh, KD's dropping 40 and Booker is dropping 50 and whoop de woo, they dropped 90 together. But what people aren't talking about is that KD was shooting damn near like 7 for like 31 and had 20 free throws. You feel me? So you don't get no love for that. You don't get no love for that. But then we did play the Lakers, and I don't know if you guys know. Look, I do got this. I don't know if you guys know, but LeBron is my dude. You feel me? LeBron is my GOAT. You feel me? My favorite player of all time. So it's kind of sad to see him go out, but it is what it is. At least it happened to the Nuggets. You feel me? To the home squad. And what we did to the number one defense, the Lakers were the number one defense since the trade deadline. So for us to go off the way that we did and play the brand of basketball that we did, that shit was beautiful. You feel me? And I know Miami does have good defense, but I can't see them being a better defensive team than the Lakers. So if that's what it is, you feel me? Like if we could do that to the number one team in the number one defensive team in the NBA at the time, I don't see why we can't do that to them. Now, Bam, he is kind of looking like a little bit of a problem. You feel me? He's going to be pretty athletic. But if we got, I don't know, Aaron Gordon or something, you feel me? Aaron Gordon's a problem too. You dig? AG50, you know what I'm saying? That motherfucker's a problem too. So I don't know. We're going to have to see how that really matches up. Uh, but anyways, we do have some. So I don't know, guesses. Hey, Vaughn, if you still there, let me know what you got. You got the Nuggets in 4? What you talking about? I got the Nuggets in 5. I got the Nuggets in 5. I think they're gonna win it back in Denver. I don't think they're gonna win it in Miami. But if it goes to 6, I got the Nuggets in 6. But I think the Nuggets are gonna close it out in Denver. Um, let's see. We'll go ahead and just play one of these. You feel me for right now. Uh, a lot of people are saying, I guess the Nuggets are heavy favorites. I really don't like that we're the favorites. I like being the underdogs. I like being disrespected because it's like we got a chip on our shoulder and we play with a little bit more like we trying to earn our respect. You know what I mean? Vaughn says he got Nuggets in 4. Okay. I could dig it. Um, so if you are watching this, you feel me? Let me know what you got. You feel me? If you probably from Denver, if not, then let me know who you got. Like I said, I got Nuggets in 5. We do got some off-season talks. Who ended up going to the Bucks? I think oh no, the 76ers. Uh who's the 76ers coach? Damn, I should have wrote this down. So I will be a little bit more organizers with time. Nick Nurse ended up going to the 76ers. Now that's a good pickup. Nick Nurse is one hell of a coach. And Monty Williams just got picked up by Detroit. I feel bad for Monty Williams because Monty Williams, Nick Nurse and Monty Williams, I feel like they both just won Coach of the Year not too long ago. So for them to get booted out, there really is a problem in the NBA right now where they're like, there's a lot of good coaches that are getting fired if they're not getting the job done. Now, Budenholzer, he deserved to go because he was a terrible coach. I don't know. I don't understand why Monty Williams didn't go to the Bucks or something. You feel me? But it is what it is. I guess he ended up going to Detroit. The next maybe like 3-4 years of his career is going to be wasted. They do got some young talent over there, but it's going to take some time for them to really bloom into what they are going to become. Who else was we talking about? We got Nick Nurse out there with the 76ers. Now that I don't know. He might be the one that could get them over the hump because I mean you had all kinds of chokers over there in Philadelphia. You had Joel Embiid, who's a known choke artist. You had James Harden, who's a known choke artist, and then you had Doc Rivers, who has coached the most 3-1 blown leads in NBA history. So I don't think him being out of there, and I'm hearing that he's one of the finalist coaches for the Suns, and I really do hope he goes to the Suns because then the Suns will be going downhill. You feel me? So I really do hope that he goes to the Suns. But the 76ers, they might be on the up and up with that Nick Nurse. He is a defensive coach, and he has some success out there in Toronto. So we'll see what happens with that. And aside from that, I don't think there's too many other coaching changes right now. Wembanyama to the Spurs. You feel me? I don't know how y'all feel about that. I think that's a good little pickup for them, and it's a good match made in heaven for him because, I mean, Popovich keeps trying to retire, but for some reason he is not able to because they keep reeling him right back in. You feel me? So aside from that, though, we ain't really got too much more to talk about. The final starts tomorrow. I would say join the Discord, to hop in with us, but I think I'm probably about to go, get some food and eat some wings and shit, you know what I mean, to watch the game. But if you do want to watch any of these next topics, hold on. I do got some. So that is the portion of the podcast where we talked about all of the basketball topics that we had. Then this next portion of the podcast is brought to you by Q Hall Junk Removal.
Is your home or office full of more junk than you can handle? Do you wish there was a way to get your unwanted items off your hands and out of your life quickly, easily, and affordably? If you thought junk removal services were expensive, think again. We're here to prove otherwise with our professional and comprehensive services. Our friendly team of expert movers will get rid of your old appliances, furniture, rubble, mattresses, you name it, all while flawlessly adhering to global standards of safety and recycling. We are 100% committed to your satisfaction and are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind. Just let us know what day and time suits you, and we'll take care of the rest. Declutter and get back on track today. Life's too short to live with junk, so let us take it off your hands now.
Hey, shout out to Q Hall Junk Removal. You feel me? With my homie Eric Ship over there. Be easy. Q baby Q. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. I see you out there putting in work, getting healthy. You feel me? Doing everything that you got to do. But this next portion of the podcast, we will be talking about the one and only, my specialty, boxing. You feel me?
Let's get ready to rumble!
All right. I got to figure out how to do that a little bit more smoothly. You feel me? But like I said, this is a rough draft podcast. You know what I'm saying? Until we end up getting this thing more structured and more put together, this is going to be what it is for right now. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I could. I don't know if I want to watch any fights because they be copywriting the shit out of your shit. Let me see. Claressa Fields highlights. We'll just do her highlights. Yeah, hopefully I don't get copyrighted. If I do, so what? Whatever. So Clarissa Shields, the GWOAT, the greatest woman of all time. You feel me? She is gonna be making her return to defend her title against Maricela Cornejo. I have no idea who that is. She is pretty big and she does have some knockout power on her. But Clarissa Shields, she's a fucking monster. She's a fucking beast. If you want to watch her fight, go ahead, join the Discord. I will put up a link if you want to. Just let me know, leave some in the comments. And I'll give you a link to that. You could join the Discord and we might be able to watch this. If I get enough people that want to watch this, in the Discord, then we'll watch this in there together. You know what I mean? Now that is her right there. You feel me with the blue braids? Yeah, she go crazy. She go crazy. So there ain't too much to talk about right there. You know, she did do something legendary last time. She fought Savannah Marshall and she had an epic ring walk. Her ring walks be cold. Um, so man, I'm pretty sure, every time she fights, it's full of fireworks. So if you don't get up on her, if you haven't been up on her, I suggest you do, because it'll be full of fireworks, like I said. Um, Adrian Broner, though, he does make his return this weekend, too. Now, Adrian Broner has had a roller coaster ride of a career so far. I believe he is about 35, 36. Let's see. How tall is he? I mean, how old is he? How old is Broner? Oh damn, Broner's only 33 years old. He looked kind of old. So I don't know. Maybe he might be able to make a comeback. I think he's a C class fighter. I used to think that he was an A class fighter, uh, but then as soon as he took that loss from Madonna, he ended up like getting he was scared to get hit. He was scared to let his hands go, and I think he turned into a B class fighter. And then after that, he started turning into a C class fighter, just because he was not active enough. He was going through a lot of stuff. I heard that he did have an alcohol problem, and he looked himself in the mirror at some point. Do you think do you think Broner still has power? Hell no, he hasn't had power in years, bro. It's been like 6 years since he knocked anybody out. 6, 7 years. He's taken like five straight losses. I think he's still cold, but he's not making no comeback. That he ain't even got as much power as her. Now this was a fight right here. This fight was crazy. But Adrian Broner, I do think uh, this fight is set for him to win. So he will win. He might even win by knockout with this fight because he's fighting a journeyman. Like this fight is set. A lot of boxers do this. Now, if you don't really know how boxing is, you feel me? Like a lot of people have their first matches. That's why when you see Devin Haney, he has 30 matches and he's just full of nobodies. You know what I mean? Or you'll see a lot of these fighters, they'll have their first 15 to 20 matches and they'll have like 17 knockouts and you'll look at their resume and they have fought nobody that you have ever heard of. So a lot of people do this. Like they'll have you fight somebody that they know you can beat and somebody that you should knock out. Somebody that you're supposed to look good for, you feel me? Just to get some more publicity, just to get the eyes on you, so that your next fight will be bigger. So he should win this fight. And if he really is gonna make any type of noise or any type of comeback, he has to win this one fast and with a flashy, like with a knockout, with a good knockout. He has to look good in this. But my assumption is that he's going to he might win by knockout, maybe in like it's probably going to be a 10-round fight. He might win by knockout, maybe like the eighth or the ninth. But he's fighting a nobody, so I mean, it's not really going to mean much. He's just doing it for a payday, real quick, and to kind of get back in the ring. But after that, we do have Teofimo Lopez fighting Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor is the undisputed champion in I think the 147 weight class right now. And Teofimo Lopez, a lot of people are saying that even himself, he's doubting himself at this point. If you do not know who Teofimo Lopez is, y'all do need to get up on him too, because he is a beast. But a lot of people are, kind of doubting his skill level now because he has lost some fights. And I don't know. Even his last fight, it looked like he lost. He did lose to Cambosis, which that was a war. But it did look like he lost his last fight to Regis Prograis, whatever his name is. And I think that was just a bad matchup for him. But I still do think, man, Claressa Shields is a monster. But I do think if you didn't actually his last fight, he fought some dude and he looked pretty good at that fight. No, I think his last fight was Regis Prograis. Um, But anyways, he is about to fight Josh Taylor. That should be a good fight. Last time I heard of Josh Taylor, they said that he lost the fight, and everybody, it was almost kind of just like the Lomachenko robbery. Everybody in the world except this one, like literally everybody, said that Josh Taylor should have lost, and it was a robbery. Damn, this fight is crazy. These women be banging, bro. That shit is crazy. Um, so I don't know. I have heard. I haven't really seen Josh Taylor fight, but I have heard that Teofimo Lopez's style. Styles make fights, and they're saying that Teofimo Lopez should be able to win this. And if he does, he will become undisputed champion at 147 and or one. What are they at? 140. At 140. Um, and then he gonna end up having to fight Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia did make a tweet this weekend, I think today or yesterday or something. He said he wants to either fight Pitbull Cruz or he wants to fight who is it? He said Pitbull Cruz. Hold on, I got a picture of it. He said he either wants to fight Rolly Romero. Now, Rolly Romero, if you guys don't know, Rolly Romero is that one funny dude, that was talking all that shit. Got the little funny little voice. That got knocked out by Tank. He is now he sparred Ryan Garcia a long time ago, and he got the best of him. But Ryan Garcia was only like 17 years old, and I guess Rolly is probably maybe 5 years older than him or something. So it was kind of like an age difference back then. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and watch another one. Who should we watch? Let's go ahead and watch Teofimo Lopez. See, if you do not know who this dude is crazy. He's actually the first one that beat Lomachenko too. Out of every, well, Loma lost one of his first fights, but let's see. Yeah, so this dude is a problem. So Ryan Garcia though, he called out Rolly Romero. I guess Rolly Romero has a mandatory, so they're not going to be able to fight. Then he called out Isaac Cruz, but Isaac Cruz is a 135-pound fighter, and he's small for 135 too. So I can't see that happening. Vaughn says Rolly versus Ryan will be good too. Yeah, that'll be good, but Rolly, I can't see Rolly being a champion for too much longer. Damn, that shit. He knocked the snot out of that boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. But anyways, then Ryan Garcia says he wants to fight Tio Fimo Lopez, depending on the outcome of this. Now, I don't know what the hell Ryan Garcia is smoking. I do not think that he can handle Teofimo Lopez. This dude, Teofimo Lopez, I think Teofimo hits harder than Tank. Look at that. I think Teofimo Lopez hits harder than Tank. I don't now. If Tank and Teofimo fight each other, I think it'll be a crazy ass fight. I do think probably Tank will probably catch him because he does have a lot of flaws. But I think Teofimo hits either harder or just as hard as Tank because this dude be knocking dudes senseless. So I don't know what Ryan Garcia is smoking. That motherfucker is going to end up losing his career early because he's taking all these fights that I don't think he's ready for. But anyways, on to the next subject at hand. We got Stefan Fulton versus Noe Inoue. Now, Noe Inoue is that Japanese. They call him the Japanese monster. And that dude is a beast too. He's like Manny Pacquiao on steroids. You feel me? That motherfucker is a monster. And we'll talk a little bit about that later because that's later on in June. After that, we do have Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Now that just got announced, so I do got to touch on that a little bit. That is probably going to be the biggest fight of our generation. Everybody's been waiting for that, and they finally made it happen. Thanks to Ryan Garcia actually, having some balls and fighting Tank. You feel me? Even though he did take a knee, he did get a lot of these bigger matchups. These fighters, these better fighters, to fight each other. And show some damn heart. You feel me? So much respect to him for that. You know what I'm saying? But we got Errol Spence versus Crawford finally. Now, I don't know what nobody else thinks, but that's going to be a good ass fight. Now, I got my money on Errol Spence just because I feel like they kind of both are similar fighters. They fight a little bit the same, a little bit, but I just think Errol Spence is bigger than him naturally. Like his frame is bigger than him. And I think his power uh, will be too much for Terrence Crawford. But I can see Terrence Crawford catching him. Now, I heard what took this fight so long to happen is that they set it up to be a trilogy. So if one fights and it's a close, if one wins and it's a close fight, then they're gonna get a rematch. And if the other wins and it's a close fight, they're gonna fight 3 times. So they have a trilogy set up right now. So I heard that's what kind of took it so long. So we will see what happens with that. That's late July, I think, or late June, something like that. What is it right now? It's May. I think that's late June, something like that. I don't know. That's later on in the year. But tomorrow, we do have the NBA Finals, Nuggets first finals. You know what I'm saying? Oops, wrong one. Nuggets first finals. You feel me? Hey, give it up to the Nuggets. You did. Give it up to the Nuggets. Finally, the build up been years in the making. Hell yeah. Hey, but we got it though. You feel me? Can't complain. Can't complain. So, man, we finally got it. We finally here and we ready to kill. You dig? So let's go ahead, make this shit happen. You know what I mean? And if you are tuned in, I just want to welcome you to a tribe called You Dig. And BOSS is an acronym for Brothers of Struggle and Success. If you on YouTube or Facebook, like the video, please. And please don't hesitate to. I think my voice is kind of delayed a little bit, so I might need to do that. So again, please don't hesitate to
Follow me.
get in. And before we get out of here, we're gonna go ahead and hit you with another proud sponsor of the podcast. I don't even have it pulled up. Hey, you ain't here, Vaughn, so we ain't gonna be able to do it today because I ain't even got it pulled up. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see you at work tomorrow. I'm gonna run circles around you again. You know what I mean? And until next time, man. I just want y'all to go ahead and get some exercise, get some sun. Make sure you drink your water and take care of your peace of mind. You dead. Peace.